Hello, 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 brothers. How we doing? Peace be upon all of you guys. Pray you guys are doing well. Today we're here. We're going to talk about withdrawal symptoms. Withdrawal, man. Not only are we giving up PMO, we're escaping the prison, but then we're getting attacked by all these other things in our life. What is going on, man? I already have urges to deal with. What is all this other stuff? Let's talk about it today, okay? I mean, hey, first withdrawal symptom is the fact you've got cravings and urges now. You didn't have those before. When we were doing PMO on a regular schedule, it was a daily thing, sometimes multiple times a day. What urges? It's just what we did. We told ourselves, we claimed, we saw it as pleasurable. We did it regularly. That was it. There was no, cravings. And it's just like, oh yeah, this is about the time. Okay, yep, I'm alone at home right now. No one's around. Time to PMO. That was it. That's what we did. Now, you're on this journey, escaping the addiction. You're feeling all of these cravings and these strong urges. Like, what is going on? What's happening? Why do I feel like I really need to go back there? That's one of the symptoms. Another one that we have. The flat line. The flat line comes for you, man. It doesn't happen to everyone. They've done surveys. They say about 66% of people, those are the ones that are going to get a flat line. And the thing about the flat line is, who can say how long it lasts? It's different for everybody. It's average about 3 weeks at a time, but there's all kinds of different cases. So in the flat line, what you get is symptoms like low sexual drive, low libido, low energy, low motivation. Your mood is just, you're gone. Like you don't feel like doing anything at all. You're just drained. You don't feel like doing anything, And whenever people get a bit scared during the flatline because your penis has gone to sleep. It's not doing anything at all. It's like, is it dead? Is it broken? What's wrong with it? What's going on? Don't go and test it out. Don't go and say, I need to go watch something. Just make sure it's working. Don't do that. Don't ruin your reboot. Okay? Now, the flatline, it scares a lot of people. And the scary things, okay? Because depending on the degree of our addiction, right? Like the frequency, how much we used pornography in the past and masturbated, how the amount of years that we were addicted, the stuff that we looked at, how extreme it was, the death grip, how hard we gripped, The flat line lasts longer. Okay, there's some people in this community having flat lines of 6 months, a year, 18 months, 2-year flat line. No. 2 years of low motivation, low energy, low sexual drive, penis gone to sleep. You're just terrified. Like, what is going on with me? It's horrible. You don't want to be in that position. So the sooner you get out, the better. Those are real horror stories. That's the flat line for you. Then you get mood swings. You feel like you can't control your emotions. 1 minute you're just irritated by every tiny thing, the smallest little thing annoys you. You get angry. Then you feel sad all of a sudden. You feel sad and you're wondering, like, what is it? What's the reason? Why am I... There's not much going on in my life for me to feel like crying. I haven't cried in ages. Why am I crying right now? Weepiness, sorrow, bouts of depression coming out. People that aren't usually generally depressed, feeling depressed. What? During the brain's rewiring process, weird things are going to happen. Weird things happen to us. and you feel like you can't control your mood. I remember when I was on one of the flatlines, and my mood was just, you can't. It's not even. I don't even know if it's bad. It's just, it's low. It's like a numb feeling, and like I was listening to my favorite playlists and stuff, and it wasn't helping. It wasn't doing much. Like, yeah, no, I like this song, yeah, but it wasn't doing much. Like the brain, it's there for our dopamine receptors to get rewired again. There's going to be some work involved, and depending on the degree of the addiction, that work could take a while. So there's mood swings, anxiety, uneasiness, just feeling general anxiety about everything in your life. You see a lot. You see it a lot in the community. People coming and asking weird questions and stuff, and just oh, what about this? What about that? What about that? Because they're just feeling anxious about everything in their life. They all these things, all these questions that they didn't have before. And it's just their brain is messing with them. Like, bro, you really need to be worried about this. You really need to be worried about that. That isn't working anymore. Yes. Are you even the kind of guy that can quit? Are you even the kind of guy that can do this? Aren't you just kidding yourself? These are the things we have to deal with. And you see, again and again, like, there's another one that comes to you. Dreaming about pornography, dreaming about relapses. The dreams are so vivid. You feel like you actually went back. Huh? What? Like, I've had dreams before where I was logging onto the forum to say, guys, I relapsed. That was a dream. And I'm just like, how am I going to explain this to my accountability partner? What am I going to say to him, Jeez. And he saw all those horrible searches come up in my history. Like, look, how do I justify that? Yeah, bro, yeah. It was a mad binge yesterday. It was a dream. It happens to quite a few people in the community. It's just, it's not a nice place to be. But this is where we are now. And it's a lot better to have a dream of relapsing than actually do it. A lot better. Sometimes you still feel the guilt and the shame when you wake up, but you have to remind yourself it wasn't real. We didn't do it. We didn't go back. Another thing about those dreams is sometimes they come, you wake up and you have strong urges. Not a nice place to be, but you got to be able to deal with those urges, because no excuses. We're not relapsing. We're not going back. And there's other smaller symptoms. They don't happen to everyone, but they do happen to some people. Some people get headaches and stomach aches. People get their heart starts beating really fast, heart palpitations and stuff, shortness of breath. People have to deal with paranoia. They're just absolutely terrified of everything in their life. Things are just scary now. It's like, why is my brain doing this to me? The thing is, the brain, part of its job is to keep things in balance, okay? To regulate, to keep things balanced. And part of that balance, it assumes, is PMO. So when you're there telling it, nope, no more PMO, we're not doing that anymore, it's doing all kinds of stuff. It's in control of your body, right? So it's sending pain and sending all kinds of things all over your body. Yep, stomach ache. Okay, yep, give him a headache and stuff. Because along with that comes strong urges. So it's like, yeah, I have a headache and I also have urges. Let me go back. Let me search something out. It's not a real headache. It has the same amount of pain, like it feels like one, but it's not. It's not. For the same reason. The brain is there trying to get you to relapse. It's not working with you. Stomach ache, yep, okay. Send him a stomach ache. Let's get him to relapse. Let's get him to go back there. We need PMO. PMO is part of what we do. Constant thoughts about pornography. Constantly. Everything out in the street. everything you see online, everything is just sexualized. Your brain is just sexualizing everything. Like, bro, yeah, we really need to go back. We gotta go back, man. We gotta go back. I don't know what you're doing to me. We gotta go back. This is what we know. Where's the dopamine gonna come from, bro? That's what it's doing, man. Sometimes you feel bored. You feel empty, like there's just nothing in your life, just nothingness. You feel empty because all of that variety of the constant search for the perfect video is gone. There's no variety anymore. You're back to the everyday. And the thing is, when you rewire, the everyday is, wow, why is sitting in the park this enjoyable? But when you're still getting over the addiction, you're not interested in anything everyday life. No, you're just simply bored out of your mind. Everything is empty. And then now that you don't have pornography to block it, you're stuck with the brain fog that it caused. You're living with it now. You're living with that slow thinking, the lack of mental focus and stuff. It's uncomfortable to be in that place. But what you need to know is that all of these symptoms, they go away. People on high streaks, they're not living through all of these horrible stuff, you know? Unless they're going through flatlines, which is, that's a sad place to be. But even the flatline will go away. Even that. If you have a 2-year flatline, you get out of that, life is amazing. Go read that. Oh man, there's stories online. They're saying, bros, I got out of this 2-year flatline. My life is incredible, man. Like, I made it through hell. But on the other side, wow. All of these symptoms go away. Stick to your streak. Don't relapse. Don't use any of these symptoms as an excuse to relapse. Don't say, no, I need to test my penis out. I need to figure out why it's not working anymore. It's not hard. What's going on? There's no morning wood. No, leave it alone. It's fine, man. Your brain is doing the work to rewire. It's fine. It's coming to terms of, okay, PMO isn't something we do anymore. That's fine. Okay, how are we going to survive this now? How are we going to adapt? That's what it's doing. All of these symptoms go away. So don't just stick to your streak and don't use anything as an excuse to relapse, right? Because if you fail, if you relapse, then when you get back on your streak, you're just going to be countered with these symptoms again. You're going to have to go through it. There's no way around it. You're going to have to go through those symptoms again and again and again until you finally make it out. And you could make them worse. You could worsen them. You could be in a position where, okay, yep, on your streak, you didn't experience a flat line. But then by relapsing and you binged, boom, now on the other side you do. Or you didn't have, oh, well, people are having anxiety. I'm not having anxiety. Relapse. Oh, wow, yeah. Having anxiety now. Mood swings. Don't put yourself in a position. This isn't, you don't gotta catch them all. This is not Pokemon. You don't need to get the symptoms in your life. Don't put yourself in that position. Okay? I'm telling you guys, all of these, the whole thing, don't worry about it. Just worry about, not even worry, just focus on being sober, being clean, being free of this addiction. Getting it out of your life. It ruined your life. Never forget, pornography ruined your life. Okay? We can all do this, brothers. Peace.